Looks like my eyes. Hello, welcome to episode 36 of that RowRow and Kades podcast. My name is Kelly, also known as RowRow and Kades, and you can find me on Instagram and YouTube. This is a knitting and designing podcast from the northeast of England. Welcome. Welcome back if you are returning, and a big welcome to the new people who have come over, I think possibly from the Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. I'm not 100%. But I know that she's been testing it in my new top design and doing a fantastic job. Her colour is divine. And yeah, I think a few people may have come over from Ruth. So hello, it's lovely to see you here. You're very, very welcome. I have been absent, naughty absent, for 3 weeks, I think. I normally upload every Friday. A podcast every other Friday, and I haven't for the last 3 Fridays, I think, possibly 4. Basically, I was completely unprepared for the school holidays. I should have had some videos recorded for it, and I just didn't. I kind of, in the back of my head, thought, it'll be all right, I'll be able to record, and I couldn't. And then, so we had the Easter holidays of school, which is 2 weeks, the week before the Easter weekend and then the week after the Easter weekend. So I had the kids here. I have a 14-year-old and an almost 7-year-old, so I couldn't record. And then the next week, on the Saturday before they were meant to go back to school on the Monday, my 6-year-old got chicken pox. No. So last week was just filled with spotty dots, and yeah, I couldn't do anything really last week. He was really poorly though, bless him. The only place he didn't get them was on his shins. He even had them in his mouth. He was absolutely covered, and he was feeling extremely sorry for himself, and who wouldn't? so bless his little heart. He's back at school now, and he's happy. He's happy to be back. What a 3 week we've had. So I'm afraid there's been no videos at all. I just couldn't. So now I'm back. Yeah. Let's start with my finished object that I did get done over that time, and this is my I have to get this right. My salty air tea. Yes, it's my salty air tea. I always call it a sea glass tea. It's not a sea glass tea. It's my salty air tea, and I will show you. Okay, so this colour is not as bright as it shows on there. I cannot get it to look how it actually looks on camera. It's a lot darker than it looks on there. It's a bit more navy. But I love it. It's Drops Alpaca, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you the neck. So that lovely lace, and then in the pattern it's cropped. It comes to about here, I think, but I did it a little bit longer just because I'm not a fan of cropped. But there we go. Wiggle my boobs at you. It is knitted in Drops Alpaca. There he is, look. And I'll put the colour on the screen because I cannot remember what the colour is. I want to say deep indigo, but I don't think that's right. Probably just making that up. But it's a lot darker than that. It's a navy blue, but you know, like you get navies that are like really close to black. It's not. It's closer to the blue, but it's navy. And it's lovely. It's really lovely and soft. It's knitted up lovely. I haven't blocked it yet. I know. don't like blocking. I don't like blocking. I don't. I just... But I will block it. I think I'm a little bit concerned about blocking this because it's 100% alpaca. So I'm a bit like, please don't shrink and go all funny on me. My cast off is a little bit tight. You can't see that. It's a little bit tight and I'm not really sure why, but it's wide enough to fit me fine. Yeah, I feel like I keep doing this and I'm wondering if I've got it on back to front. I don't know. But yes, other than that, it's not blocked. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a really nice pattern. It's in 4-ply, so fingering weight. I think the original pattern is in a merino and linen blend. I think it's like a cottony. I don't know why I went for alpaca. I kind of just felt like I wanted something with a little bit of fluff and a bit soft, I think. And I really fell in love with the colour. But I'm happy. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to tell you. The pattern, like I said, is cropped and it doesn't mention yardage to extend or anything, as most of them don't who are cropped. I never buy extra. I'm a bit fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing. So I didn't buy extra. I bought the amount stated, but I was doing it longer, which in hindsight was probably a bit stupid. However, when I got to the sleeves, I finished the length, and then when I went to the sleeves, there was 5 rows after the pattern, and then this should have been deeper, the ribbing. And I knitted it slightly shorter. And then when I got to this sleeve, I started to run out of the yarn on the ball that I was using. I knew I had this, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up pulling this one out, like not all the way, just unfastening it, and then using the yarn to knit this one with, and then like kind of juggling to get them the same. And I did it like that, and then afterwards I found this. But I'm not worried about that. I like how it looks anyway, it's fine. But they should be slightly longer. But like I said, that was the yarn ordered for, it was the exact yarn that was stated in the pattern, and that's for cropped. And I've got like a longer length. But everyone knits different, so don't go by me. Today I'm drinking biscuit brew. It's a Yorkshire tea. If you haven't heard of biscuit brew, where have you been? It smells biscuits but tastes like tea. It's lovely. I'm not sponsored. I just like the tea. Okay, so let's go to, I've got no other finished objects, but I have a fair few whips. So those of you who have been here a while, will know that I've been having a lot of problem with my shoulder. I'm still getting a problem with my shoulder. It's not as bad as it was, but I have to really take it easy on the knitting. It actually is a knitting injury. It's fine until I knit. And then the following day, like it's sore today because I was knitting on a knit night last night. It's really maddening and saddening me because I can't knit like I normally would. I'd normally just sit and knit for hours on end, and I can't. I can knit for about an hour and then I've got to stop, take a big long break and then maybe go back to it. Last night I knitted for 2 hours straight, and I can feel that was a mistake. So yeah, haven't knitted as much as I would have liked, anywhere close to as much as I would have liked, but I have got a few things done. So the first thing I have kind of finished, a half finish. Ooh, don't blow out so much. Hang on, let me just twist my blinds. I will be back. Is that better? Yes. Okay, so I have finished a new design sock, which is this one. So, take it off here. I've only done one. I haven't even cast on the second. I'll put it in my hand so you can see that pattern. So it is cuff down, and I've done a partridge heel on it. Partridge eye heel. Eye of partridge heel. Oh my god, Kelly. Is that focusing? And then it's like a rounded toe, blah blah blah. The pattern goes all the way through. Yeah, it is knitted in. My brain, I'm really out of practice, I'm very sorry. My brain is going, what are you doing? It is knitted in Beehive yarns in her Audrey base, I think. Oh my goodness, I'm tangled. Yes, it's in our Audrey base, and it's the colourway Oatmeal. Yes, Oatmeal. So that's the Beehive yarns logo. Beautiful. That is your information. Is that focused? I hope that's focused. 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon, 425 metres, Oatmeal. Scrumdiddlicious, whatever that means. It is one of them. It is really, really beautiful yarn. I love Beth's yarn. She's one of my absolute favourite indie dyers over at Beehive Yarns. So yes, these are called, someone said, a couple of people actually, said that it reminded them of an hourglass. This. And they are going to be called Vial of Sands. Vial of Sands socks. That is still blowing out and I don't know where it's coming from. But yes. So they're going to go into testing hopefully next week. I still haven't written the pattern up. I've been extremely busy trying to catch up with stuff after having the little one off school. So I'm kind of running behind myself a little bit. That's my Scentsy spray thing. It's supposed to make me house smell nice. Yeah, I'm kind of chasing my own tail at the minute. They should have been in testing this week. They are not. The pattern is still a blank page. I am hoping to write that up tomorrow morning. That is my plan, as long as nothing else crops up, and then I will get them into testing Monday, hopefully. So if you are wanting to test, because this will be going out on Friday as well, which is the day I'm supposed to be writing the pattern up. So if you would like to test them and you have seen this before Monday, get yourself on my mailing list and you will receive an email with the test. Yes, there we go. So that is those. The other one I've been working on is actually an exclusive, darling. Nobody has seen these yet, apart from my knit group, and they can't really see it very clearly. So it is another pair of socks. They have no name. And they're still, oh, they're covered in my hair. Brush my hair over it and there's one knitted in there. Right. This is these. So they have no name. I'm going to put my hand in so you can see the pattern properly. They have contrasting heel flap, which I'm still not sure about. You can't really see, can you? The yarn's not the best yarn to be showing you stuff. I might have to knit them again in a different colour as well. I've kind of stalled on them because the pattern's really simple and everything. It's not the pattern, it's that they're a bit small for me. I don't know why, because it's my normal size. So whether this, sometimes you get lace patterns that like really pull in, I've got a feeling this little toe rag is one of them. They just seem a bit small. I'm going to try them on again. I'm nearly done as well. And the thought of pulling it out to knit it into a size, I can get it on, but it's just quite tight. And I'm just thinking, do I need to do the next size up? But I kind of don't want to do that. So I don't know. So I have stalled. They've still got hair on them. Don't know. So yes, no named socks. I don't know. I am knitting these in. This is Nervus Fibres Deepwood. I think it's called Deepwood. Again, it's a lot darker in reality. It's like a really dark, a dark teal, but it's like bordering on, parts of it bordering on black. It's absolutely delicious. And this little scrappy is from my Botanical Yarns Winter Advent, which I won on Instagram. It looks like this. So that hasn't got a name or anything, it's just, it's scrumptious. I don't know where these words are coming from today. But yeah, so that is a work in progress that might end up getting pulled out. I kind of don't want to pull all that out. But I'm not so certain about them. Well, I am. I like the pattern. It's not the pattern. I just don't think it fits me. I'm going to have to try it on this afternoon and make a decision of what I'm going to do. But yes, that's those. They're in the pipeline to be, too old to sit on the floor, you know. They're in the pipeline to be released, like written up, tested, blah, 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 blah. All of that shenanigans. So that is those. So that's all my designs that I'm working on. The other thing I've been working on more lately is my salty, because this is the salty air tea. See, this is what I do every time. It's going to tilt me up a bit. Oh, I've got a poorly back, you know. What's it called? The sea glass tea. This is the sea glass tea. And I've been working a lot on this, and I'm a bit done now. I'm a bit like, skip to the end. Do you know what I mean? But last time you seen me, where's my thing? There. Last time, oh, this is going to be awkward, isn't it? Last time you seen me, I was there. It looks terrible. So I've done, where's the marker gone again? There it is. That's not a very good marker for this, is it? So I've done that much since. There's some bits that I really love, and then there's some other bits that I'm not too about, but I absolutely love the part I'm working on. That's my old accent, I do apologise. Very uncivilised. No, it's not. If you have my Middlesbrough accent, I love my Middlesbrough accent, and I'm so gutted that I actually like got rid of it. I wish I did say working still. Anyway, the bit I've been working on is working, for those of you who have no idea what I'm saying, is this. I love this. This is the last stripe, I reckon. It's got all these lovely bright jewel colours in it. It is. I've no idea what these are, so I can't really tell you to reproduce it. It's these two. It looks like my eyes. Yeah. These two. Hang on, how can I show you them? They're tiny now. Oh, that's a bit better. So yeah, I don't know what either of them are. Where have you gone? Oh, look, small fry. He's gone. Where'd he gone? There he is. I don't know. I'm sure it's called Witch's Brew or something. But but I don't remember. And it was like, this was from an advent swap I did. 2021. So it's like, I can't remember. But yes, so my sea glass tee, I have made it not cropped because I don't really do cropped. I did use West Yorkshire spinners at the top for the neck. That's in West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the Dusty Miller colourway, which is this light grey. And then the light grey carried a little bit until I brought in this pastel yellow with the blue. I kind of wanted to stagger them, and that did work for so long. And then some of them have joined together. So this is all from my advent swaps over the last couple of years. Most of the first section is this year's advent swap. And then when we get down to here, it goes into last year's that I just had left over. And yeah. So I think I'm going to finish with those two that I've got. That'll probably be my last stripe. I must be going bald, the amount of hair that I've picked out of my gear at the minute. I'm not going to move the marker because I'm assuming the next time I am sitting here doing episode 37, I'll be wearing this. Just the sleeves to do. I haven't tried it on. I haven't done a gauge swatch. I'm hoping it's all gonna be okay. It feels like it will. So yeah, that is my sea glass tee. Let's hope it fits. Keep your fingers and toes crossed for me for a fortnight, please. Thank you very much. I'll leave that there. Oh, definitely too old to be sitting on floors. I may have to readjust my podcast setting. I'm gonna have some tea. So at one point I had 4 jumpers on the needles. I now have 2. So it was this salty air tea, sea glass tea, Old School by Viva and my Stormseeker tea. So Stormseeker tea is in testing, everything is going great. 2 testers have finished, I will pop up their pictures. So that is Janice and Angie. Brilliant. 2 are done, and both say they like it. So that's every designer's wish, is that you actually like what you've done for me. So yeah, that's in testing. Salty air tea is finished. Sea glass tea is nearly finished, and then Old School by Viva is kind of in a bit of a hibernation. It will come out. It's just with the way that my shoulder has been, I just didn't have it in me to sit, because this is the Old School by Viva if you don't know what I'm talking about. And it's just lace throughout, and I am on that section, and I just didn't really have it in me at the minute to just sit and concentrate on lots of lace. She says this, and then I'm going to show you some really lacy socks, but socks is different to a top, isn't it? Anyway, next whip is the first one that I started off my Make 9 this year, and it is the Teasel socks by, why am I doing that? It's the Teasel socks by Jane Burns, and this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna stick my hand in and show you what these actually look like, because they're stunning. Okay. So the Teasel pattern is quite a complicated lace pattern. It's really, really pretty. I can't remember if it's written out in the pattern. I think it is. I'm sure Jane does that. Where's my pattern file? Yes, it is. It's written and charted. I've been following the chart, but it is written and charted. It is one that you really do need to concentrate. So last night I finished the heel flap. I did the heel turn, but I was on doing knit night, and there's no way I would be able to do this while sitting chatting and nattering. So I put them down and went back to my sea glass tea. But yeah, I've had a little bit of an issue with these, and it's nothing to do with the pattern, it is 100% to do with me. Basically, the pattern tells you to knit them on a 2.5mm needle, which is a US, yes, US 1.5. She tells you to knit them on 2.5, which is 1.5. 2.5mm is a US 1.5. Say hello. Say hello. No. That was Lenny. Yeah, and I always knit my socks on a 2.25mm, which is a US 1. And I did the naughty thing of like ignoring the designer and just knitting them on a 2.25. I knit on a 62 stitch sock for myself. So I cast on 62 stitches, 2.25mm, knitted 2 pattern repeats, and then I thought that looks really small. So I tried them on and I could not get it anywhere close to my heel. So I was like, oh. So I had to pull it out. So then I cast on with a 2.5, but I cast on the 72 stitches. Did I say 62 stitches? And I meant 64 stitches. 64 stitches. So then I cast on the 72 stitches. And I started knitting that, and I knitted a couple of repeats, and when I put it on it was massive. So I was like, so I've pulled it out again, cast on the 2.5 and the 64 stitch. I don't think I've tried it on. Maybe I should. If honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if I try it on and it's too tight, it's going into hibernation and can stay there for a little bit, because I can't face it again. It's a lovely pattern. It's not the pattern's fault, it's just me. So that is the Teasel socks by Jane Burns. I'm knitting them in Tethis by Skein and the Stitch. It was one of her club socks last year. She did Titans, and it was, I think it was like February or something. It's beautiful, and yeah, but I don't think you can get it anymore, which is why I didn't design anything with it. But it knits up gorgeous, and I would just like everything in it. So there we go, that is those. I don't think there's anything else in the bag. No, because it's pretty much all I've been working on. My salty air tea. No. Well, yeah, because I finished it. My sea glass tea. Why can't I get them two straight in my head? So sea glass tea, I've been working on that a lot on Tethis, and that sock design and the blue sock design. And that's it. That's all I've been working on. This is hurting my back to see. So let's do some acquisitions. The Easter weekend. Over the Easter weekend, it was my birthday. It turned a whopping 47, which I'm not happy about. I'm gonna have to write an email or something and complain. But yes, I did turn 47 on the 8th of April. And I got some lovely things. Don't get yarn bought for me. This is basically how it went. People say, don't know what to get you, really had to buy for, blah, blah, blah. And I try to tell them, and they don't really understand. Then my partner Terry was talking about birthday coming up and everything, and he said people are asking me, and I said just tell them yarn, and I said I'll tell you exactly what sort of yarn I like, and then you can just tell them that. So I did that, and at one point his mum come round the house and said, what do you want for your birthday? And I went, I don't know. And Terry said yarn or wool, because it's called, people from that sort of day and age call it wool. And he said wool, and she went, I'm not buying effing wool. And then Terry told her that is what I like, and she went, is that what you want? And I said I do really, really like it. And she said, Okay, so she did actually get me some. He helped her, she got me some. So she got me this, which is from Hobbii, and it's Cotton Kings. Now if I know exactly what happened, I think Terry just sent her a link for this, but this is the colourway. Yeah, it is a 4-ply, I think. Does it say? It doesn't say, it never does on Hobbii, you know. It doesn't tell you the weight. But I'm pretty certain it's 4-ply fingering weight. It is, just looking at the needles, 2.5mm to 3.5mm, or US 2 to 4, so I'm assuming it is a 4-ply. It's 100% cotton, yes it is, and it is 800 meters. I have a shawl design that I've been wanting to get on the needles, and I think this is going to be it. So it's got a centre pull, and it also has the outside pull. So no, it doesn't. That's just the centre pull. I'm pretty sure there'll be an outside pull, so you can do it either way. Ombre, either way, I don't know. But yeah, so I got back for my birthday. It's lovely, it feels nice and soft. I will start knitting with it as soon as like my shoulder lets me do anything, and let you know how I get on with it. I'm sure you will see it. I also, Terry got me, it's going to be crinkly, I'm sorry. These. Can you see? I can see them better there. So, I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually sparkly. I think it's, yeah, silver stellina in there. These from Botanical yarn. And they're absolutely beautiful. I do find with Botanical yarn that she does have beautiful yarn. I'm not dissing anybody, but her fades are, they're very close. So these two are practically the same colour, these two here. And then this one isn't all that deeper. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks. But I mean, it's slightly deeper. If you look at the top there, you can probably see what I mean a bit better at the top. But yeah, they're still beautiful. I'm still really happy. That's what Terry got me, and he chose them himself, which I thought was amazing. So those were the 2 presents I got. Nobody else got me any wool. However, my lovely friend Ange did give me some money to get some wool for myself, because I've been on a bit of a yarn ban because I'm going to Yarndale and I need to like refrain myself until I go. So she gave me some money to get some wool, and I got this absolute masterpiece from Beehive yarns, which is her Naiad colourway. I'll show you the name. Yeah, there. It's not, Audrey is the base. So Naiad, I think. Anyway, who cares? It's beautiful. All these lovely flecks. So it's a 50-gram sock set. If you can hear, it's because my cat is pinching my son's leftover porridge that I forgot to take out. Sorry. I've kind of been rushing this morning because I knew I needed to get this done. So yes, I got this. It is a 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. It's a 50-gram set, which I've never used before, but I'm very, very excited to cast something on with that, I made him jump. The only other yarn I've received is from the Fibre core. So this is their Amble base, Wandering Souls. This is the Windermere colourway. So it's quite a high twist yarn. It is a 4-ply. It is fingering 325 meters, 100 grams, 70% wool, 20% alpaca, and 10% nylon. It is beautiful. It's actually for a design that they're wanting me to do, just in conjunction with something. It's not like, I can't really tell you that much, but basically it's for something, and it's beautiful. I can't use it for ages because it's not for a long time. It's like nearly, well, it's over a year away. So they're very organised. So yes, it's just in this little bag. I kind of just want to cast it on and get them done because it's beautiful. But we may be waiting a while to see that come to life. Well, definitely will be waiting a while to see it come to life because I can't show it until next year. For my birthday, my artist friend, I'm going to put some of her work up here so you can see what she actually does because she's amazing, mind-blowing, and I love it. Caroline, she is my bestie, and she cannot knit at all. And she made me a birthday card and I was just blown away and I wanted to show you. She actually looked up on YouTube how to make this. So she searched YouTube for how to knit and she knitted this little piece. I mean, I told her she's a natural. She said there's a lot of swearing gone into the card. I just thought that was amazing that she actually looked that up and knitted a garter stitch. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's done 8 rows of garter stitch for me and blow me away. Loved that. And the last thing I've got to show you is so in the UK we have a shop called Lidl, which I know is like Swedish or something, so I'm sure they'll be around other places, not just the UK. And Lidl has the centre aisles where they have lots of different things, not food. They have like, I don't know, gardening equipment and furniture and things like that in the middle where it's there until it's gone. When it's gone, it's gone. I went in the other week and they had this. It's by Zoe Bateman. It was £5 and I had to have it. So there's a few things in here that I really want to make, but the main one I want to make is, where are you? There. I really want to make this. So I'm going to try and get to that point, but apparently it's got like lots of like tutorial bits in there about how to do stuff. And then by the end of the book I'll be able to crochet, apparently. So, because I started my Battenberg blanket and I've done nothing else on it, but in my defence, like any crafting time where my shoulders allowed me to craft, I've kind of had to knit stuff. So yeah, it hasn't happened. I haven't done any crocheting, but I will get back to it. So that, my friends, is it, I believe. There's nothing else on there, is there? Yeah. I've waffled for nearly an hour. I haven't. And there'll be lots getting chopped out because I've been waffling and waffling and waffling. But yeah, it's nice to be back. I have missed you all. I've missed being able to natter onto you about all my stupid things. So yeah, it's nice to be back. Hopefully I'll be back in a fortnight as well. Children permitting. No, I will be back, and I'm going to make sure I'm more organised for school holidays so that the videos don't just stop abruptly and I disappear without a trace. Yeah, I'll be back soon. But I think that's all I have to tell you. My dog's snoring. I'm going to take a quick video of her so you can see. Because someone said about having a cameo of her in. And excuse the trousers drying on the radiator. But yeah. There she is. That's where she usually sleeps. And the creaking you hear is her bed, which is that. But she sleeps in the chair. So there you go. I am going to shoot off and see you in 2 weeks for one of these, but there'll be another video going up next week. I'm not sure what that is yet. You will have to wait and see. Oh, stitch markers have gone into the shop, into my Etsy shop. There is now, I'm not sure if I showed you, I know you saw the foxes and you saw the pandas, but there's also hedgehogs and toadstools and wolves or silver foxes, whatever you see when you look at those. Some people said huskies, so that sort of thing. I've also got some seahorses coming and some jellyfish. I'm going to do a little underwater theme. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so all that's coming, and yeah, lots of new stuff happening. So keep coming back for more. Like and subscribe. You know how it goes. Right, anyway, I'm going before I make even more of a fool of myself. I will see you very, very soon in the next video. Yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.